Here's that 53-gallon tank I was talking about. But we're going to have a big problem here. Let's take a look back on this tank and see what happened. Let's take a trip down memory lane of the 53-gallon tank. So this is a used tank. It's the same dimensions as a 40 breeder, just a little bit taller, which I really liked. I picked this up at my local fish store, and it had a manufacture date of about a year old. Came with no warranty, as any used tank should. And this tank made it almost a year. This is about a month and a half, 2 months in, and we had the nitrate bomb go off in the big tank, so we moved all the corals over here. And this tank went through a few phases. If you can catch in there, there's a vermented snail on one of the corals, and that's also when I learned about how nasty those can be when I started putting that into other tanks. But everything here was looking good, starting to look like it was moving along. This was my first system with a sump. Did the DIY approach, worked out good, and I was really happy with it until had cyanobacteria, and as soon as that went, tank looked great for about 2 weeks, and then along came the Dino flagellants. And when the dinos came, they took over the tank real fast. Didn't quite know what I was getting into for this. And we went with the Dr. Tim's treatment. And first got the nutrients up, so we had some readings. We were filtering a little too strong. And then we did our blackout. And went about 5-day blackout, 3-day blackout, I can't remember. But everything was looking great. And then 2 days later, I noticed the ATO was emptying faster, and right on the rim, this water was building up. At first, I thought it was condensation, and I didn't think too much of it. Here's all my SPS coral frags. None of these survived. They all bleached out within a couple weeks. Here's my clowns and the cardinals who could not get transferred. All the other fish were able to get transferred into the tanks. But these guys had to make it into the sump until we could figure out what we were going to do with them. Reason this tank leaked, I don't know. It was owned by someone else, shipped in their vehicle to and from a store, back to a store, into my vehicle, back to another store. It was a lower leak in the silicone, I'm guessing. Maybe this spring I'll rip it apart. But here's draining out this tank that I thought I put a lot of work into and didn't even make it a year, and even Reef Chili couldn't help me. So now, time to restart and move on to another tank. And I got my best reefing buddy helping me out, getting the back of this thing painted and get another tank to take its place, because I really enjoy having a reef tank in our living room. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and get an update on where we're at on this new build. I think I'm going to keep this one a lot simpler than all the crazy plumbing in the last one. Thanks for watching. Here's some painting tips from this guy doing the Rust-Oleum paint in the back. He's got some rhythm and some style. So stay tuned for the future build. Got a lot of new stuff coming, and we're definitely going to be trying to get more videos in. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.